need to clean my visor. Got a whole bunch of bugs all across it. There's actually why is this one here flipping forward? Does anyone else ever feel like when they go away for their weekends, and then when they come back, it is like they haven't actually had any time off? They should be a little more drained. I definitely feel it. I'm gonna have to get some more. Gonna have to start planning to do another big 2-hour ride at some point, because I'm going away for a week for work. So need to start getting up some footage. So then I have a whole bunch of them there for that week. Which I think I got some good ones. Yeah, I think I can do it. Just break it up. Sadly, one of my long footages that I got from, I need to have a look at it actually, because I think at some point from Masterton to Ikitahuna there was a bug in the corner of my screen which kind of ruined the footage. I can't see what you're doing. Right, let's review me practicing the 2-up riding with my partner. I am back with no saddlebags now, no sissy bar, and sadly, very sad, no partner on the back because I'm heading to work. But let's review how well it went with the streetbob 2007 versus my old roadking 2004. Now that had 16-inch apes, obviously roadking, so it was more the touring bikes. Roadking definitely better in every way, comfortability, you know. But in saying that, now I have to admit the cornering on this specific bike was actually quite good. And I reckon once I get the TD bars on here, it's going to be even better. Oh, okay. So the cornering in this I found really, really good actually, especially around the sharp corners. And that could be because it's the bars are lower. It's really annoying that I don't actually have a lot of footage of the roadking. I'm going to find someone who's the similar style bike and show it. See what happens, but I did find the comfortability of the roadking just tremendously way better. So let's get it out. Where the fuck did he come from? There was an ambulance coming out of somewhere, and I was like, where is this ambulance coming from? I was looking there, I was looking there, looking behind me, and it was. I have to go back and see in the footage, see if I accidentally didn't let it go through. It'll be interesting. Oh well. Hopefully, yeah, everyone's okay. Such a hard one because I'm pretty sure there is sometimes cops down here. If I overtake him, he is pushing 75. I'll just sit back. I've got time. But yeah, so the cornering of the roadking, like even with the ape hangers and stuff like that, like it was just so comfortable. It was really fun, and I reckon I could still corner pretty well on that one. And saying that though, I definitely rode to put on a lot more miles on that before I sold it. Like I think I got it at 55, maybe even 52, and I think I put roughly, I'll take 42 to 45,000 kilometers on it in 3 years. And again, this was coming to the end of my time with the club, so I wasn't doing as much miles. Most of that was with the club. I would say 20 to 24 was probably, maybe even 30 was with the, was just before I exited the club. And yeah, I would say that. So I was there probably 12,000 when I left the club. Kilometers in the last year I had her. But yeah, I mean, it was such a good bike though. It was a fun bike. Just needed to try something else. Still have one more bike I really want to try and get my hands on. And that's a Heritage. See how that one there goes, and go from there. But yeah, but overall, we just reviewing this, not comparing. So the streetbob, and just not comparing it to a touring bike. I'd say it went really well. Like I was actually very impressed once I done up the shocks. Actually, how much improvement there was. Like, absolutely blew my mind. Like, wasn't as much fatigued riding it after an hour, like, which I was a bit concerned by. I was like, has my riding fitness gone down at one point? Because I could go out, and riding for ages. And after like an hour and a half, I'll be pretty tired. I'm like, why is that? And it's because of suspension. And I was very impressed with the handling, how much weight it could actually move, the power in it, the power in her when I wanted to overtake and stuff, and just overallness. Like, yeah, my legs didn't get too tight. I mean, I do have these highway pegs at the front here. Not sure if you can see them. So, but I only use them every so often, because here in Marlborough, once you start getting out of these towns and stuff, or out of these cities, and you go more country riding, you kind of do want your feet. I prefer my feet being here, by my side. Now I have ridden bikes with my feet out there, and that's all good. It's just a different riding style, but I just prefer my feet here. Seating position. I just feel more stable. Simple as that. Just feel more stable. Not saying that I don't put the cruise on the highway pegs, but everything's here. But yeah, even with my partner on the back, it was didn't really like. I could definitely notice that we had more weight on the bike, but it wasn't like I could notice, you know. It was just a nice even. So yeah, I recommend it for anyone that's eyeing up street bob. I would recommend it for 2-ups, 100%. And for, you know, and especially if you're like me right now, which is using it to go to work and stuff, it's a very light bike compared to the roadking. And that's half the reason why I went and got the street bob instead of a heritage at that time. It was going to be a Fat Boy, a Softail Low, or a street bob, or a white glade was the ones that I was eyeing up. But in the diner things, or Softail. But this just came on a really good special, so not really special, just someone was just really keen to get rid of it to look at their bike collection. And that's it, you know, I did the same thing, you know. I'd rather go to a good home, my bike, than and get paid a little bit less than someone that's just going to abuse it and not really look after it, you know. It's half the reason why, you know, I went down there as low as I did, because there's this guy who wanted to go travel the whole North Island, and he was wanting a touring one, because all his mates have got Harleys and he doesn't really want to take any of his sports bikes out to do that trip with, like his Ducati or something. And I was like, oh yeah, man, like this bike would handle that fine. You know, it's not really made for speed. It is a cruiser. You know, it's only a 1450. Won't keep up with like. You'll still be able to keep up with the big boys. You know, with the newer models, but it's not explosive. So it's quite a heavy bike. And he said, no, we just cruise. I'm like, cool. But last time I heard from him, he loves the bike, like absolutely loves the bike, which is just great. So Sally went to a really good home, super happy with that. But I was just very fortunate that the same day, someone was selling this for almost equivalent to the amount of money that I was selling my bike for. So I was like, awesome. And that's it. Sometimes when you really want to do toy and stuff, you do have to take a bit of a hit. But you do have to be careful what years you buy, you know. I definitely wanted to avoid the first year of twin cams unless I knew the guy did a whole bunch of tests and could claim it, like the cam tensioners and stuff like that. I need to get into the other lane. Uh-oh. Not too sure how. Let's go. Good man. We both had the same idea. We both almost, yeah, he went down the other side, I went down this side. Oh, crack up. Lane split. Anyway, I'm almost at work. I might catch up on this little chat next time. But anyway, if you're on twos, hope you have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Be out riding, keep safe, stay upright, and I'll catch you on the next chat. Anyway.